So, do you want to turn your passion into profit? Well, in this book, Eat That Frog by Brian Tracy, I'll be telling you a model that he gives to turn your passion into profit, to monetize it. Hello guys, this is Abhishek and welcome to Book Ideas, where we tell you interesting ideas from interesting books. So the idea that we have taken today is from this book, Eat That Frog. Okay, so this is by Brian Tracy. He has written a lot of books. This is, I think, one of the most practical productivity books. Right? I think it reduces a lot on story. It's very direct. So if you want to get a copy of this, you can click the link in the description. With that said, let's begin. Okay. So what is turning passion into profit? What is the first step? Passion, right? Passion to profit. You need to have passion, right? If you have to turn your passion into profit, you need to have passion. So how do you build this passion? How do you figure out what are you passionate about? Now here's what he tells, okay? Now I'll tell you how to do that according to what he mentioned in the book. But before that, I'll read a part about it, which is very, very important. Okay, listen. Your most valuable asset in terms of cash flow is your earning ability. Your ability to work enables you to bring tens of thousands of dollars into your life every year by simply applying your knowledge and skills to your world. This is your ability to eat specific frogs faster and better than others. So here what he's trying to say is this. You kind of have certain abilities, certain habits, certain skills where you are better than an average person. That is something that you can do better than some people. Okay, that is the first part. Then you could lose everything you own, your house, your car, your job, your bank account, but as long as you still had your earning ability, you still could make it all back and more besides. Take stock of your unique talents, abilities on regular basis. So this is something, okay. So your regular abilities, your abilities that you're good at is something that you have, that even though you lose all your money, home, car or whatever it is, you still have that. You can still turn that into a profit. You can make a lot from it. Now again, before I come to the steps, let me tell you a small instance. I was listening to this guy who was a marketing specialist. People pay him thousands of dollars just to come and consult their companies. And if it works out, they pay him more, of course. And from what I've seen in his content, I think, wow, this man is a genius. Right? The way his mind works in terms of growing someone's business is amazing. He was sitting there and then he was telling this. There's a point of time where he did not have much money left. Right? He owed some money or something like that, and he said, what can I do? And whatever he learned from consulting companies, from marketing, he said, we'll make a program or a course or a training. And he started training people in his skills, in his abilities. And that's how he made a lot of money, especially from seminars. I remember him telling this. And similarly, you'll be able to use your skills and talents for the same thing. Now, how do you do it? First one is figuring out what are your passions, what are you good at. And here, one more thing he mentions is this. If you're good at it, you more likely will kind of enjoy it. 90% of it. What questions can you ask to figure out your things, your skills or abilities that you're kind of good at? What is it that you do especially well? Ask this question to yourself and your friends. Next, what are you good at? Next, what do you do easily and well that is difficult for other people? Next, looking back at your career, what has been the most responsible for your success in life and work to date? And what are the most significant challenges that you have solved? When you start asking all these questions, you'll begin to kind of uncover certain things. When you ask yourself, you'll get some answers. When you ask your friends, family, people you have worked with, you'll get some more answers. And from that, you can kind of figure out. After you figure out what areas are those, next, this is what you do. After you figure out those areas that you're good at, start picking things that you're passionate about in those skills and then start developing them. Get very, very good at it. Now, here's a kind of a dilemma that comes in. What if it's not monetizable? Like maybe you can spin a ball on your finger, and what if that's not monetizable? There'll be certain things you can monetize, certain things you won't. That is one way to think about it. Second way to think about it is this. There's this person called John Martini. As crazy as the sound, just listen to this. I think it kind of makes sense. If you can just drop your logic for a while, just listen to this. John Martini is a speaker, motivational speaker, and he was also a trainer, business coach, and he tells one thing. He said that till date, I have never met someone who has not monetized, who could not monetize something that they enjoyed doing or something that they were good at. Not even one. And he gives certain examples of people who did it, and it's like, wow. But with that said, here's the two challenges you'll face. One is you might have gotten a skill which you can profit off of, which you can be very good at. Maybe you are good at mathematics. You can teach mathematics. That is in demand, right? Or you might get some other weird skill and you may have to implement it in a creative way. For example, you know those Turkish ice cream people? Like if you are good with hands, if you can move that, you can set up a stall, you can maybe do that. Or you can teach other people to do it. Something like that. You just might have to be more creative. Next, here's the second part of the idea, and when it comes to monetizing, how do you get good at the skills? Brian Tracy gives a 3-step mastery model. Okay, the first one is this. Read at least 1 hour every single day about your field. Get up a little bit early in the morning, read for 30 to 60 minutes a book or a magazine that contains information that can help you. Next, second, you take as many courses, as many trainings as possible on that topic. The third is, as you drive, as you move around, listen to audio programs. He said about an average car owner sits behind the wheel 500 to 1000 hours. So make use of that. Turn that into your learning time. So once you do this, here's the most amazing thing that will happen to you. The most amazing thing. You'll begin to spot patterns. You'll begin to spot something that, okay, I can monetize this way, I can monetize this way, or I can do that, I can do this. And you kind of start getting good at it. So that is the way to do it. And once you can spot the patterns, you can figure out how to monetize, where to monetize, and what type of an angle you should take. With that said, guys, this is how you do it. If you felt like this is something of value, this is something you can try, you can give a shot, this is something that you see yourself using, then drop a like and hit that subscribe button. And with that said, tell me this, which was your favorite part in all these tips? In the 2 ways, which is something that you would apply for sure? With that said, this is Abhishek signing off, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.